Hey, hey. Don't know if anybody's going to be here. Didn't give much notice. And I don't normally go live this time of night. But, oh well. We'll do this thing. I'm going to play a little intro and then I'll be back to say, hey, hey, hey. Let me share screen. Let's hope it plays good because StreamYard just been glitch. I can't believe I clicked StreamYard, but I did.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence. Time is the season. Time ain't no reason. Got no time to show. Time everlasting. Time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side. Time I'll never know. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Alrighty. It actually played. Knock on some wood if you can find some real wood. Don't want to jinx myself. Not after what happened in the earlier stream. Nope. Don't want to jinx me. Let's do the banner before I forget. Let's go say hey, hey. Ho, ho. And off not to bed we go. Let me see. Jar Park. I just love that name. Oh my god. My son would be. Oh my gosh. I gotta tell him about the name. He'll get a kick out of it. That's all I'll tell him. Kids, they love that. Hey, story night. Hey, step not that step don't side eye me. Boy, I side eyed a couple people today. Hey, Whispers. Good to see you. Hey, Joanne. Hindsight. Marcy. Hey, Be Still. Hey, Skip. Hey, Casual Art. Sleuthing Tater Tots. Hey, Lady Tara 71. Allegedly, Naomi. You sure about that now? I might have to put you on the road. Hey, Sticky. And hey, the people in the bushes. Glad you're here. Sometimes the bushes are the best place to be. I get it. Hey, Erie. This is weird being live this time of night. It really is weird. Kind of cool. I won't get no interruptions, that's for sure. The littles are crashed. They got little full tummies, brushed their teeth, took their baths, went to bed. Hey, sweetie cake. So, I'm sure some of you know, or maybe all of you know, BBQ Lady and her attorney have filed a response to the injunction, or wannabe injunction, the wannabe RICO, whatever you want to call it, because it's not RICO. I don't have it. Jay went over it. She came up and shared it with Jay today. So we're gonna watch some of Jay for Justice because that's where it was. I I'll get a copy of it. I just didn't have a chance. Um, I'm sure it'll be passed around everywhere anyway. Um, but we can see pretty much here. Granny is on Jay's panel. Does a great job reading some of the things out. They have fun with it, and then they have some fun with Griffney. We're gonna watch that too. And our very own Petty goes up there and tells barbecue about herself. But you aren't gonna see that. We're just gonna review some people, reviewing some people, reviewing some people. Isn't that pretty much how it works out here? No, really, it's not that bad. It's we're gonna review them, and they're gonna go over barbecue's response, and then they're gonna review a little bit of Griffney and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You didn't know? Oh, see, I just found out a little bit ago. Let me see if it's online yet. Oh, and if anybody can find it, Story Night will. But we're still going to watch some of that live because it was really cool. It was actually a good live. And they had fun with the sleeping issue. Don't worry, peeps. I will. I promise you. I can 1000% tell you. I will not be falling asleep. You will not be hearing me snore. But if Sir Duke stays in my ear, you might hear him, but you'll be able to tell it's not me because I'll be talking at the same time. And the noise won't stop when I, cough and clear my throat and wake up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, crazy bee. Yeah, it's been but I can guarantee you I won't be falling asleep. Because if I get that sleepy, I'm gonna tell y'all good night. See you another day. My ass is going to bed. Hey, twin thing. I'm not. I'm not afraid to say goodnight. I'm also not afraid to take a day off when I need rest. I do. It's the dog. I thought PJ was there. You're gonna get. Hey, y'all be careful now. You don't want to get They added more people with no names to the Rico thing, to the wannabe Rico thing. Yep. No, but she blames it on everything around her, like the pillowcase, the bottle of water, the pen, etc. Yep. She did pretty much. Hey, Sherry. It's crazy. I don't know. I'd have had fun. But see, that's just me. If that had been me and I dozed off on y'all and I woke up like that, I'd have had fun with it. I'd have rolled with it. Or I'd have just said, hey, peeps, I'm so tired. I got to end this. But thank y'all for hanging with me. It's like, I don't know. I think most people would have. Hey, Shauna. So let me bring up this live stream. I don't think Jay will mind. And I will be sharing Jay for Justice. It's her second channel. Um, yeah, every day with Jay. Um, I'll be dropping that link in a sec, and also will be putting it in the description. The link to the video will be in the description. If my lazy butt remembers to do it, but I'll make a note so I don't forget because I try and I got a couple of them I got to do. I got to do earliers too. They better be careful who they Rico. They don't know who's in the bushes. I'm telling you. And this is all just I'm just having some fun right here. But honest, in my opinion, um, hmm, they didn't think that there would be such a clapback. I think they thought that that would just make everybody shiver in their boots and, you know, turn around and run with your tail between your legs, so to speak. They didn't expect, I don't believe they expected um, I just had links to the description reminder. Exactly. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That's so true. I'm terrible at it. um, I they knew they were going to get attention. They were going to get people talking about it. People, that what they wanted. I just don't think they considered that barbecue and Granny were not going to take this sitting down. That they're not going to just say, "Oh, okay, okay, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done." Nope. I don't think they expected them to get attorneys and to come back at them. At the end of this, there could, I don't know. I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer, but there's legal fees involved. At the end of this, somebody or somebody's maybe holding the bag for some legal expenses. Just saying. Yeah, it's a possibility. And I don't. Hey, Brittany, where you been? It's good to see you. Where you been? Hey, BJ. Hey, Little C. Hey, Catherine. No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. You can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? You should be able to. Oh, no sound. All right, hold on. You can hear me now? Okay, yeah, that's come on, StreamYard YouTube. I don't have the video playing yet. I'm getting to the timestamp or the spot where I want to be. Um,
Good to see you. Pizza Cooter. Sethel. Primetime Buzz steals people's content. We knew about the Oregon thing back in July. The Oregon thing is not even real.
oh, that's what they were talking about.
Not real.
That's one of the ones. I wanted to go over some of that. That Crime Time Buzz. Oh my. Oh my. I was out of town last week, spend time. Oh, that's nice. You got to spend time with the family. That's awesome. Turn 90. Wow. Amazing. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Brittany. Good for you. That's sweet. Hey, Katie. I am. Hey, Julie. My fave misfit. Sweet one. I think I did. Casual art. If I said hey, I'm saying hey again. Hey, Darby. This is all the vigil, but then I think this is where she starts with this one. Okay. This lady, this Crime Time Buzz.
Dollars. Most recently, the
Yeah, there's some things there. Oh, you're right. Oh, I don't think Jay would strike me though. I don't think so because I'm fair using it and I'm not going at her. The sound on your iPad's going in and out. Oh.
reward has increased to $175,000.
We want to motivate anyone with information to please step forward and
So this girl here, Brindis Davis. We're gonna do this really quick.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
want
just
to be.
gonna bring it all in. Brindis.
Yeah, another one with an acting or want to have an acting career. Pretty.
This, you do a quick Google search.
What if recording high quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple as hitting record? With Riverside, it's just that. Riverside makes the entire process easy, from recording.
Yeah.
And this is what you get. IMDb, Brindis Davis. She is known for Really Love in 2020,
Bit
Dark
roles.
Souls 2018, and Princess Dahlia of 2020.
Never.
And she has,
heard of her.
numerous photos here for her gigs. And that is who is speaking in this news
An
report.
actress. She was probably hired. Okay.
So let's go back. Let's go back to her introduction here.
This is the big private investigator, intensive security investigator.
Recently, the reward has increased to $175,000.
we want to motivate anyone with information to please step forward.
Oh, wait.
And
her title's covered up. Hold on. Dog the Bounty Hunter High Risk Task Force.
How much you want to bet Well, okay. In my opinion, do you think she was hired? Is this a role she's playing? I don't know. I mean, she seems to have, you know, I don't know. I want to know if mainstream media is embarrassed for not doing their own due diligence. They should be, Story Night. Them local stations, New York Post, yeah, that's typical. But them local news stations, yeah, they should be. They dang sure didn't do no research and no vetting of these people and ran with whatever they told them. That was disappointing. That was disappointing. But they got views out of it, apparently, you know? I guess that's the name of the game. It's ridiculous. And this is actually a real missing 15-year-old. These are people's real lives. Okay. They must know Betty. Okay, you can play it.
Potentially help break the case wide open.
Brandice Davis, the lead high-risk task force investigator for At Night Intelligence Agency and Dog the Bounty Hunter.
She's a high-risk task investigator. I wonder if it's a role. Does she have a script? I don't know. I'm asking. Hey, Layla.
Says new leads have created an international search effort.
We've pinpointed some credible leads in Oregon and New York near the Canadian border. There are several active investigation zones where we're working on the case closely with locals and initiated a rapid reach notification to all U.S. towns that border Canada.
According to At Night Intelligence.
What?
Also, I do believe that there is information passed on to the borders as they're not in Amber Alert cases.
Look at this with the map.
Rowdy.
It
How are you? It's good to see you.
makes it look like he's been, taken around the world. They think he's like on the other side of the world. Yes, those titles are made up. Exactly, Lisa.
Search effort.
We have credible leads in Oregon and New York near the Canadian border. There are.
Honey, where you been? I heard about this Oregon crap back in the summer. Actually, it was from your side that was briefly mentioned it, smoothed it over, and kept on going. Now, months later, it's relevant. Please. Katie and Chris were not at a damn campground in Oregon in March. I can't say weren't. I assume they weren't. In my opinion, they weren't. They couldn't have been in two places at once. But okay. And, there is cameras all over the place. As soon as that report was made, don't you think that there would have been hustle and bustle with law enforcement if that was the case? Just saying. Anyway, I mean, if all of this stuff that has been alleged, hey, OG, that has been alleged about the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox, if this was all factual evidence, as these people seem to think, why have they not been arrested and charged with anything? I released an article found after someone told me to check. He's offering Donald help with immigration but won't fly to Tennessee. Also, he's jumping on hot topics for news to promo book. Yeah, if you look at Nick the Hat's Twitter, which I showed a little bit of it earlier, Um, he does he does the same thing. He does. And he posts a lot of law enforcement stuff, cases and stuff. It's weird because he's not even supposed to have anything to do with law enforcement, from what I understand. At least, that's the word on the street. Not allowed to work with or something like that. It's weird. And then, it's like he's all over this Verizon, and the cyberbullying and with certain, cyber attacks in another country. And yeah, it's anyway. Hay runs with scissors. No camping at Ford's Pond, just a park with fishing. So they couldn't be camping. Duh. And I doubt they drove the whole way to Oregon just to spend a day at this park and fish. That's a long drive just for a day outing. I don't see it happening. Especially, March, their life's been turned upside down. They're being, not only is their child missing and nobody can find them, they're being threatened, stalked, and harassed by strangers on the internet and coming to their home. I mean, I think there was more pressing issues than driving to Oregon for a park. I could be wrong. But I don't know. Don't give two chits. Look at Laura title. Laugh my ass off. Laura, you mean perplexed?
Several active investigation zones where we're working on the case closely with locals and initiated a rapid reach notification to all U.S. towns.
Rapid reach notification
Yeah.
to all U.S. towns. Let's see if that's even a thing. Rapid reach notification. Let's see what that means.
Oh my God. I'm looking at it. Oh my Lord. She's going to SF again. Girl, you really wanting that attention, aren't you? You trying to give back them numbers. I hear ya. Do you, boo? Then she'll hide it so nobody can review her crap. Hey, Christina. Oh, my Lord. Hey, Ange. That is crazy. There has been a recent change because last I heard the stuff the team was putting out hadn't seen the judge yet. Did that change? What happened, Layla, is nothing was done with it. It was all like in queue in limbo because they had not actually served the defendants and, filed proof of service with the court so the court could proceed and it could then be assigned to a judge and be reviewed and blah, 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 whatever's going to happen. But they have since served both parties, both plaintiffs. They have not served. They're trying to add Queen Bee and SF as defendants along with 50 other people that are not known. And allegedly they're adding more John Does, Jane Does, according to the E, Mr. and Mrs. E. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, now it's actually been, they've actually served someone. So now it goes to the judge and the judge will decide if there's going to be a hearing or if there's even anything to have a hearing about, if this should just be dismissed and put in the trash can. We'll have it. In my opinion, that's what should happen. But again, I'm not the judge. I'm not a lawyer. I mean, maybe give him a good laugh. Hey, Black Sheep. But I'm going to fast forward this a little bit so we can get on to the, yeah. Let me see. Because you guys have seen all this. Well, hey, don't use it.
that chicken from Popeyes.
Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Prescriptions,
So good.
co-pays, lab tests. Even with insurance, healthcare can cost thousands every year. But not for me, because I'm enrolled in...
That is a thing.
Okay. Let me. But I do want to.
It says use different communication.
Okay, let me go to the part where barbecue.
And this
comes up.
idiot. No offense if you watch me, but why will they not interrogate Katie like they did Leilani Simon in Florida? I guess that's the difference between Tennessee.
Everyone being here, the support you give me. Hi, my monkey number
Okay,
10.
I'm
Crooked Arrow.
playing this part because she's reviewing some of that crime time buzz. And in all honesty, hey, Devious, good to see you. I have not really watched a lot of her, but I might I just might do that.
The support you give me, Zuzu Petals. I really, truly appreciate it, and your passion for Sebastian. Starlito, hello. Miriam M. Everyone here, welcome in. This is for entertainment purposes only. Any comments I might make are my opinion, theories, speculation. No one is being accused. Everything I say is alleged, speculation, and theories. This is for entertainment purposes only. Everyone, please remember to please put in my opinion in your statements.
She
I'm
says
still
it
wondering where
again.
in Greece you're from. Not from. In Sandy. Lucky person. Hi, Barb. How are you? Hi, Wilted Lettuce. I've missed you. I've been asking about you. Oh, thanks for being here. I've noticed I'm talking. Can you all hear me? I don't have it muted. Oh, I'm talking. Can you all? I'm talking. Can you all hear me? I don't have it muted. Okay, good. Okay, chat is delayed. Okay.
It's squeaking.
So last night I posted a video and I hope most of you saw it. It was an update, quite lengthy, with quite a bit of information and detail, and we're going to read it. I know you're all curious also to know what Dog's team reached out to me.
Okay, I'm gonna see right now what this quite lengthy video looks like. Because
About.
honestly, I don't know.
And what they reached out to me about is asking for some information, specific information that we are putting together right now and going to forward to them. I do want you all to know they are working. They are on it. They are doing, I don't want to share anything that I shouldn't right now, but they are working. They are on it. From the communication, I could tell they are being strategic and systematic. And I want you all to know that don't be, deterred or feared by thinking, they're not there. They are. Okay. And they're looking for very specifics now. And that's awesome.
This
when you're looking for
woman sent me this
specifics
and desist and said that she's a school teacher. She doesn't want her name to be known, but she's going to go out on a limb now and talk to Dog the Bounty Hunter, right?
Wait a minute.
Because that's not going to affect her.
That makes no sense. Why? Okay, she said it was quite lengthy. I'm looking at her channel. Wow. Urgent update. Digital footprint to someone with direct ties to investigation. Canadian borders. Oh my Lord. Honoring Sebastian's ride, vigil, and unity. Oh. Exposing lies, obstruction. Bring him home. Oh, rapid and immense. Trump's team bringing in rapid and immense federal resources. Is this freaking woman for real? You want to talk about a clickbait? Holy wow. 2 people confirmed in Oregon to be connected to the case. I'm not kidding you. These are her thumbnails and her wow. How have I not paid attention to this lady? And those are videos. These are lives. New defendants, RICO, organized crime element. Bring him home. Why are you putting him in the same sentence with the stupid stuff that has nothing to do with this boy? Don't put this on this child. Wow, Dog's team contacted me at night's detailed post. FS investigates. Post. Yikes. Okay. We're going to review her. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's going to be some fun. Wow. Tinfoil Terror, we're going to need you for this one. Oh, I don't want to mess up your name. Maharai? I hope I didn't mess up your name. Mahari? Listen to her really good. Okay. What am I in for? Hey, Roxy. Hey, Music City. Okay, well, listen.
For students, if she's involved with Dog the Bounty Hunter publicly, right? Because he's a private citizen. He's private. No one's gonna know. None of your students.
Jesus Unhinged is BHB. Oh. You know what? I think I'm gonna fast forward to the barbecue thing, and then we're gonna jump over here and review this one. Yeah. We're gonna have some laughs. Oh, let me guess. She supports Brittany. And Betty. Okay.
How come I can't hear her? Is she
What in the world, y'all?
I hope they get in trouble for it too. It's bullshit. Do they have it? Like, where is the filing, Granny?
You know what? I'll just go start going back on members only for a while until things die down. I think that's the best thing to do.
What?
Because it's just I've seen it, Muscles. It has. Muscle says it's been brutal tonight.
What is she talking about?
I don't.
She don't know.
Where does she fall asleep, guys?
She did make it.
Oh, Jay reviews are falling asleep. Oh my Lord.
I mean, does she go dark for a minute? I don't see where she's falling asleep. Her little speaker's moving.
4 counts. Tell our viewers again why he was charged for felony murder and murder in the deaths of 2 girls here.
Well, there are.
What's that noise?
Katie Jackson Lindsay.
She's snoring,
joining us.
Jay.
She's a former deputy prosecutor
help a
and
brother
a
out here.
current criminal defense
Yeah,
attorney.
she did.
She's been with us every day of this particular trial. So I mentioned the 4 counts that Richard Allen has been found guilty of: felony murder and murder. So total of 4 counts. Tell our viewers again why he was charged for felony murder and murder in the deaths of 2 girls here.
Well, there are. There's a felony murder count
The fuck?
per young lady, as well as a knowing and intentional murder count per
Her
young
mouse
lady.
is
So
moving
that's why
around.
there's
She,
4, despite there only
dude,
being
did she face plant on her fucking mouse?
2 victims. And so the difference is
Okay. Well, I'm gonna fast forward through this.
We're always believing, never ceasing, future shapers, and different.
But not when I was by myself on a.
German. He hugged a family member.
I'm gonna fast forward through that. I'm gonna
Counts
be
of felony
nice.
murder, 2 counts of murder in the deaths.
Even though
Oh,
it's
she doesn't have live chat replay on.
Good
No, she-
Lord.
Was just 14.
The fuck?
And Abby Williams.
She took her
was
live
just
chat
13.
down.
We always want to remind our viewers this is always.
Did she just bounce
straight
away? What
fucker.
happened there?
It's
Yeah,
about
we
the
were
families,
viewing
the
it
loss
earlier.
that they have suffered for the last 7.5
everybody, please
years.
hit that
And
thumbs
while
up
there
for me.
is justice
If you're
for
not
these
subbed
families
up,
today,
sub on up.
there can never
What
be
is
any
she doing?
closure because their girls are never coming back, and our hearts continue
Yep,
to break.
sweet
And
one.
a lot of prayers are being said tonight.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
she ended her live.
She-
She was pissed.
She shot up. She shot up awake and got mad.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she ended her live.
And then she fell on her mouse because look at it, starts scrolling.
That they have
Fuck.
suffered for the last 7.5 years. And while there is justice for these families today, there can never be any closure.
Jay's
because their girls never come
reaction's
back, and our hearts
funny.
Continue to break, and a lot of
Hey,
prayers being said
Phoenix.
Look
tonight
at her
for these
mouse.
two young families.
You can see her yellow cursor. It's all over the screen. No, it's going to be after this. I went back too far so we could go before it.
Libby German and Abby Williams. Let's bring our legal analyst back in, Katie Jackson Lindsay.
But
again,
what
joining
I
us.
missed
She's a,
earlier is
reply.
Denied.
Oh.
After reasonable investigation, defendant is
Denied.
without knowledge
I-
or information.
I ended it before, but they caught the very end of her live, and she actually rage quit. She was pissed. She just left. I'll show it to you now, though. I'll go back. Wait, I'll show you real quick. It's right here. Okay. And then we'll go back over the thing, but they get it, and I didn't get it at the end. I just checked out.
To that
you know.
instinct of mine, and I need to.
Dude, the night's off because you fell asleep on your fucking audience. You're supposed to be updating on Delphi, the murder of 2 young girls. Your title says the justice system failed today. No, replace that with Brittany J allegedly failed today. Because you're supposed to be covering Delphi, the murder of 2 young girls. And you're snoring, and then you blame it on your son. And then you gaslight your audience by saying, you know what? I'm gonna end this. I'm just gonna do members only from now on. Just a shame. I don't know why you're going off on me. I know I just snored like a fucking bull in your ear. Probably broke your damn earbuds.
I just not go live on the nights that I feel like because it's been really fucking weird tonight. Like, are we not going to be able to talk about true crime anymore? Because I mean,
oh, please don't. You're horrible at it. You're horrible at it. There was a verdict today for like the biggest case that we've all covered for 7 years.
Yeah,
those
she
of
got
us
mad
that are
'cause she
actual
fell
true
asleep,
crime.
Autumn. Welcome in. Hey, Naomi.
And you fell asleep.
Hey, Autumn.
And who plays videos about a brutal murder?
Delusion.
Kidnapping. Kidnapping and murder in earshots of children.
Delusional mint.
That's fucked up, man.
no, I'll change genres before I go through this every single live stream. I'm not going to sit there and fight with people every stream over a case.
No one is fighting with you over a case. You got all bent out of shape because you fell asleep. No big deal. You could have played it off or just said, look, everybody, I'm just really tired. Can we pick this up tomorrow and end it? Or you could have ran with it and said, oh well, I dozed off. You know, you could have used it, but instead you chose this avenue and denial. Okay.
Then stop talking about it. Go to a different genre. She could just flip genres like that. Oh, what a victim's advocate. What an advocate for the missing.
Yeah,
I'll
those
just
were
switch
snores.
genres.
That was her right at the mic. Come on now. It's not even a big deal. I thought it was funny. You know, you could have ran. I most likely would have just told everybody, look, I'd have laughed. I'd have said, look, I'm tired. Can we do this another time? And I'd have ended it. But, you know, that's just me. You know, everybody's different. But yeah.
I'll just go make money in another genre. Wow. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Your heart's in it.
You know, she's the one that made it into nothing. I mean, it was nothing that she's now made into something. You know what I mean? Because of how she chose to handle it, and then to get mad at her audience. Because her own chat, that's why she turned her chat off. Her own chat was, you know, saying, hey, you know, there's people who don't actually care about you, Brittany. And I think you owe them an apology, in my opinion, but okay. I would laugh myself till I pee. Oh my God, you folks been long. You know, I'd have laughed too. I'd have laughed. Hey, Miss Fletcher. I mean, I wouldn't have even been embarrassed. I'd have just said, hey, but I can trust you. I'm not going to sleep. That's not happening. Because if I get that tired, I'm going to tell you I'm that tired and I'm going to end it. But again, that's just me.
Isn't it, Brittany? Oh boy. I can feel your empathy.
Okay. I want to get to that one part.
She says she does true crime.
Jay's not happy
unbelievable.
with her.
Gas. Go, Brittany, please. ASMR.
You know what? I'll just go start going back on members only for a while until things die down. I think that's the best thing to do.
Oh,
See how pissed she is? It isn't about people having, hey, Patricia, good to see you. It's not about someone having a different opinion in her chat. She's pissed. So now she's threatening to do members only, which means,
It's just,
you think you'll get more members that way?
you're right.
Is
Very
Ben
Meadows.
George not coming through lately? Oh, Ben.
Oops.
Oh, Ben.
right. I don't understand this. What is going on? Like,
Because a lot of people feel that justice was
I don't
served
understand
just
it.
because you don't.
You never understand anything. That's her fucking, like, the most said thing she says is, I don't understand it.
no, it's fine to be passionate, but what I've seen
Hey,
tonight,
WSU mom. Thank you very much, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is normal
excuse
speed.
me. What I've seen tonight, excuse me.
Hey,
She
Rusty.
even clears her throat slow.
What I've seen tonight from people is just like, no, it's fine to be passionate, but what I've seen tonight,
You didn't see anything. You were sleeping. You were snoring logs, man.
excuse me. What I've seen tonight from people is just like, I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna say this. If you don't like me, then why come to my channel? Why?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I don't care that she doesn't think, she thinks that he shouldn't have been found guilty. She thinks he wasn't guilty. That's her opinion. She can have that. I personally think he was. I think they had enough, and the jury was satisfied. The jury didn't make a rash decision. They actually took some time. There's people that think he was innocent, and there's people that think he was guilty, and there's people that think they think he was guilty, but they don't think they had enough evidence just to convict him. And at one point, I was on the fence with that. I just there for a minute. I just didn't think there was enough. But then, I'm sure he's going to appeal it.
Because the same reason that people watch reality show channel. They can't believe it. Called a mute button.
And it.
I don't understand.
If I don't like somebody, I don't go to their channel and talk and take part in their channel.
Yes, you do.
Ain't nobody taking part in nothing.
Hey, Endless Bloom.
I mean, it defies all that I've seen. It's like people can't decide whether they want to be here or they don't. But they're like,
I think that people have decided.
Halfway in between. I don't like you, but I like your channel. I don't know what it is, but like but seriously, at this point,
right? She can't even handle differing opinions. Could you imagine this woman having a job outside the home with people on the internet or at work? Actually, hands on.
The only reason I'm fast forwarding this is because Jay's not happy with her, and Brittany's already getting to play victim over this. So, I don't want to give her more things to play victim over. But Jay cracked me up.
Goal? You know what goals are?
Point. I'm going to seriously just probably fucking.
What you gonna do, girl?
I don't even know. I don't even know. Y'all, I'm at this point where it's just not even. It's too much.
What you gonna do?
Y'all can. I mean, I appreciate.
This is all over you falling asleep, and because somebody had a different opinion in your chat other than what you think. Okay.
Appreciate the people that are here, and that actually, like this channel and like me for what I do. But if it's like this every day, like
what you gonna do? What? What's
Good night, y'all.
Oh, look
And
at
that, she was pissed. She just ended it. I was like, okay, if you say so. Okay, now we'll get to this. This isn't a lot to go, so we'll just listen to some of it because I want to have the document too. Yeah, exactly, Autumn.
The best part about being your own boss, you get to dictate what you dedicate your time to, which is actually a lie. You don't. My favorite Zero feature.
The ads run crazy this time of year. The holiday season is upon us, like it or not. It's here.
Investigation defendant is without knowledge.
Okay.
Stephanie BBQ Junction.
All
Ackerson.
right. Here we go.
On this day, it's like I hate how reads that shit, but on this work.
Oh yeah, I have to show it. Sorry.
On this day, it's like I hate how reads that shit, but so it says reply to petition for preliminary injunction, final injunction, and other equitable relief. And now comes the defendant, Stephanie BBQ, and her undersigned counsel, and gives her counsel's name and all of that. And their reply, denied. If the reasonable investigation, defendant is without knowledge or information sufficient to form a belief as to the truth of the affirmation and strict proof thereof is demanded at time of trial. By way of further response, the affirmation is denied and strict proof thereof is demanded. Denied. If the reasonable investigation, defendant is without knowledge or information sufficient to form a belief as to the truth of the affirmation and strict pretty much same thing. Then we go down and it's just straight out deny.
Yeah, this is BBQ Lady's attorneys filing in response to the injunction and giving all the reasons it should be denied. And it should be.
Deny.
So every point that
I have from what I understand, BBQ is not willing to stop there. That she does want to go after them. Hey, Captain Ganja, for legal expenses and stuff, and she has, she has that much, as much right as they did. You know what I mean? They came at her. I don't know what's going to happen.
She denied it, and then it's listed.
Yeah, so it looks like it's like repetitive. So we'll just go through the,
no, the judge didn't deny it. This is BBQ's response via her lawyer responding to the initial complaint, right?
Yes, this is the lawyer's response. Thank you, Racken. This is just the lawyer's response.
Judge hasn't even looked at this shit yet, right?
No, they haven't even seen it.
Okay.
So it says denied. Defendant incorporates herein by reference the affirmance of the defendant's preliminary objections. Denied. Such an injunction is legally impermissible as follows. Jay, are you able to drop another link?
Yeah, in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, BBQ Lady comes up.
Show can.
And then in a couple minutes, someone out in Petty comes up, and it gets interesting.
Okay.
There it is.
Sorry. Okay. Such a preliminary injunction would violate defendant's free speech rights under Article 1, Section 7 of the Pennsylvania Constitution and First Amendments of the Constitution of the United States. 2, there is no irreparable harm to the plaintiffs. 3, the relief requested is impermissible and not related to any legitimate causes of action, which means like there's no action that was conducted that would lead to needing such a relief. Like if you don't like what
there's
you're
no
hearing,
basis to any of it.
Right, you turn the volume off. You don't listen. The plaintiff
BBQ, you're up here.
Sorry.
Hey,
what's up?
It's a good day in Delaware County. That's all I got to say.
I'm really excited to hear this. Good job on this complaint or on the response.
Well, I know people were like, why is she ever Mr. Ease? I just, sometimes I like to poke the bear a little bit, and for people that wanted to be over there and calling me all kinds of names in their chat all this time. And I just thought, I can't wait for you to read this. I've already read and signed it. But they're going to have lots more to read because my attorney's filing a whole bunch of other stuff right now.
Hey, Aries.
Word travels fast on these streets, doesn't it?
Yeah. But, listen, I'm filing a countersuit. I don't even give a fuck. I don't. Like, the amount of shit that Granny has gone through, the community, the true crime, everybody, literally everybody. I think that this will be monumental.
Honestly, you doing this response, you're doing this not just for yourself, but for anybody. I mean, this could be anybody. And I think that does need to be recognized because, this could be any of us sitting in your seats.
With my fake GoFundMe page that I allegedly stole the money from. Yeah. This is one of Trump's attorneys too. Just so everybody knows that this attorney is one of the most savage attorneys in Pennsylvania.
That would be Attorney King. He's a boss, like an actual boss. Like Trump
Like
never
a
yelled at his
super lawyer.
TV. He never yelled at his TV in disappointment at this attorney. Let me tell you, he's like a badass, pretty good, damn well respected.
Well, yeah, because you should get your freaking attorney fees back for all this bullshit.
Yeah, I think.
At the very
Wait,
least.
if we keep reading, I can show you guys. Well, actually, it's clause number 7. This action is in violation of Pennsylvania's recently passed anti-SLAPP statute. Is fictitious obdurate. I don't even know what that means, and without any legal basis. So with anti-SLAPP, yeah, I'm no attorney. With
I know, I
anti-SLAPP,
read it
though,
too. It was like, I don't even know what this word. I don't even know how to.
Hey,
pronounce
that's
this
what you
word.
pay them the big bucks for.
exactly. But with this, with anti-SLAPP, you do get, but you can get up to, I believe it was, my attorney says it was trace 30. You can get 3 times your attorney fees, 3 times everything. So,
whoa,
obdurate means stubborn, refusing to change one's opinion or course of action.
These mushrooms make you feel.
Yeah, I think so. I did a little checking. Yeah, I am from
Do me
PA.
one favor, because I'm not. Gonna...
So I did some checking, and yeah, he's one hell of an attorney, that's for sure. Like I said, I don't think they were expecting any of this. They wanted the drama, all the lives, everybody talking about it. They thought they could intimidate. I just don't think they expected this. And this attorney, he's not a show pony. He's the real deal. You can look him up. He's real easy to find.
To stay here the whole time you read this, but I would like you to go to the very, very end of the entire filing. Very end. And I just want to point one thing out.
Is it where like our names are?
I mean,
Like
it's
this
already
one?
out there. Wait. Go it. Maybe a little bit maybe a little bit up. I don't know.
Right here it says, whereof, showing the above, the defendant demands counsel fees and costs from plaintiffs and demands dismissal of this wrongful and fictitious. That's a big word for me.
It might be a little.
Reads wrong, but that's okay.
It might be a little higher up there, or maybe.
Is it yours where you sign your name?
No.
All right.
Is it wait down a little bit? Hold on,
girl. Where the fuck you got me going?
You're going
Here?
really fast.
All right.
There's one little spot in here that says dismiss with prejudice. And that right there is the whole thing. Dismiss with prejudice.
Which means it cannot be
didn't get that far
refiled.
yet. Let me
So
see.
with prejudice means
It cannot be refiled.
Right. Without prejudice means it still can be an open thing.
Yeah, without prejudice means they can file it again.
AOG Fish, somewhere some villages missing their idiot. There's several of the villages missing their idiots lately. Oh boy. Hey everybody, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're not subbed up, sub on up. You can become a full-side misfit like the rest of us too. We have channel memberships.
And with prejudice means don't come back.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to point out. But anyway.
Was this filed today?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's 3 other filings being submitted right now.
Yeah, they're still on the way, apparently.
Body movement says page 18.
Page 8. There is no page 18.
Well, there's multiple filings, so you might have something different.
This is the only one I've gotten in my email so far.
Oh no, that's not even it.
Well,
That's
well, I know more are coming, but hold on. Let me check my email again.
I don't think it's going to come to your email, but let me
This one
Body
came.
says oops.
That's okay. Listen, I called my attorney. It's anybody can read this online. It's public. So, you know, I mean, I just sent it to you, Granny.
Hell, these things were read before you guys even knew about them.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said the first one was read before you guys even knew they existed.
Oh yeah, do you mean the actual filing? Yes.
Yeah, like the initial thing, the initial
They definitely
complaint.
they put that around the internet before.
Yeah,
it
that
was
Mr. E
us.
read it for 5.5 hours. They were so proud of themselves when they finally finished it.
Live your best work life at Southeast Alaska's.
Oh man, YouTube's gonna nail us with the ad the holiday season. Ooh, a hot toddy. That looked good.
Barbecue. Is that something you want on the screen or no?
Yeah, I don't care.
Can you do me a huge favor then and send it to
I
the
know you were gonna. I knew you were gonna.
Yeah,
say
because I don't know how to get it to the computer. Let me give you
let me
my
see
actual
here.
email.
This is barbecue's
Granny,
response.
I don't know your email.
Because that's what others were saying. Sample user. She's being a smart ass.
There you go.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, that was a facetious comment.
Yeah, I didn't want to use that big word and mess it up.
Yeah, I don't have a fake GoFundMe. That. No.
Oh, this one's more juicy, girl.
Oh, that's the juiciest.
All right.
The
Let's get
juiciest of
juicy.
the juice.
Let's get juicy.
Good
All right.
for you for doing this.
So, and now comes the defendant, true, same thing as last time, provides that party may file preliminary objections. Two, to be considered scandalous or, go ahead.
No, I was going to say there's a couple, but most of these are repetitive. So you just like skip out. You just like read the top one. It's a bunch of repetitive.
That's how the last one was too.
Yeah.
That a party may file preliminary objections based upon the exclusion of scandalous or impertinent matter. To be considered scandalous or impertinent, Pennsylvania courts have held that the allegations must be immaterial and inappropriate to the proof of the cause of action, and that the preliminary objection should clearly state the specific allegation. Now, that's one thing I think we can all agree on. Reading their filing, you could not tell what the fuck they were trying to get to.
What did I actually do? Which part?
Right. It was all over the map. And it was like, and by the end, it never connected to Rico. If you made it that far in, you're going to lose brain cells halfway through.
Kathy,
But anyway, I digress. This is what it
All
means.
right, thank you.
Preliminary objections should clearly state the specific allegations in a complaint are both immaterial to the issues at hand or
Can you
included
have
solely
one?
to cast derogatory light on the opposing party, thereby prejudicing,
Prejudicing.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you. Throughout the complaint, there are numerous instances of plaintiffs, including allegations that are immaterial and inappropriate to the proof of the cause of action, which means this filing was done and short to the fame.
Thanks, Lazy Wolf.
Specifically, there are numerous quotes attributed to the defendant that include various swear words and other language that serve nothing but to portray defendant in negative light. The complaint also alleges that the defendant ran a GoFundMe campaign that sought to deceive and dupe the public, thereby portraying her as a crook when that is complete mischaracterization of the reference campaign.
By the way, I just want to like interject here and say like my attorneys knew that I crowdfunded for my attorney fees and he got paid. So obviously, you know, the money went where it was supposed to go.
Right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
The defendant's method of funding her legal expenses is clearly immaterial, which means irrelevant to the issue, and this statement is included solely to cast a derogatory light on the defendant. The complaint also implies that she intentionally interfered in investigation to prevent the return of a missing child, which is clearly inappropriate and scandalous. See complaint 17. Look how many of them.
Oh my God.
Due to the inclusion of scandalous and pertinent matter in violations of Rule 1028A2. Man, my attorney kept bringing that up too. All such paragraphs of plaintiff's complaint should be stricken and plaintiff's complaint be dismissed.
Hold on one second. I don't know who.
This lawyer's not playing. But everything he's saying is true. Hey, Mystic Firefly. Yeah, everything he's saying, this is not what they expected.
Who sample user is, but if you have something that I don't know of, you're sitting here saying I misappropriated a GoFundMe account funds. Prove it. Go ahead though.
Is that because Granny's got shut down? Do they think that you're not supposed to raise?
I don't know.
funds for lawyers or something?
I'm allowed to raise legal funds with GoFundMe because these are
I'm
not
just wondering if
not
maybe
a criminal
that's
charge.
Right. That's not
right.
part
Well,
of my account.
right. But hers got shut down. I'm just wondering if
Yeah,
that's
they
what they're
probably just
thinking.
don't like barbecue, to be honest.
They don't like me.
It's petty AF. Sample user is petty AF.
You're I'm petty AF.
Hey, Barney.
No, that's her name. That's her other screen name.
Oh, see, I'm not
Yeah.
seeing any of that. So it just says sample user, and I don't know who petty AF is.
I do. I love Betty
Go
A.
ahead.
All right. Sorry. So, defendant incorporates herein by reference as set forth at length of affirmance contained in paragraphs 1 through 5 above. And then all these numbers of plaintiff's complaints allege a cause of action of defamation. Complaint allege additional causes of action for which defendant also filed preliminary objections. An action for defamation may only be maintained if the plaintiff can prove the following elements. 1, the defamatory nature of the communication. 2, its publication by the defendant. 3, its application to the plaintiff. 4, the understanding by the recipient of its defamatory meaning. 5, the understanding by the recipient of its intended to be applied to the plaintiff. Special harm resulting to the plaintiff from its publication. And 7, abuse of conditionally privileged occasion. And then he quotes a civil case, because it's a civil filing. Plaintiffs failed to allege the elements of an action of defamation as to truth.
Now,
Any comments before
I'm going to get these filings and go over them. But just by listening to this, do you see the difference in this filing and the filing by Nick Media Company or whatever he calls himself? It's I'm just wondering who actually did the filing for them. I don't know. Just my opinion, though. You know, since I like you to say, in just my opinion.
I go on?
No.
Plaintiffs make only the conclusory statement that defendant engaged in defamation, which clearly fails to meet the elements of the cause of action. Right, like you can say it's defamatory, you have to prove it.
Right.
Further, it is unclear which counts are raised against Trude. Thank you, that's what I said. As Trude is not named in the heading of the count, but is later stated as having joined forces with other defendants. That's, yeah, exactly. Separate us.
And you'll never be able to prove it because nobody was working together.
Complaint should be dismissed as legally insufficient.
Yes, it should.
Shop Amazon early holiday
I
deals
want
now.
them snowmen.
Defendant incorporates herein by reference as set forth at length of the affirmance contained in paragraphs 1 through 12. The complaint alleged an action of intentional infliction of emotional distress at Pennsylvania common law. The Pennsylvania
they didn't know each other.
Supreme Court has held that an action of intentional infliction of emotional distress.
But according to Nick, it doesn't matter because Granny could have a connection who has a connection who has a connection who has a connection who has a connection that might know barbecue or might know someone who has a connection to barbecue.
Stress will not be maintained unless the plaintiff demonstrates at a minimum intentional, outrageous.
I want them snowmen though. I love snowmen. I collect snowmen. I want them.
Or extreme conduct by the defendant, which causes severe emotional distress to the plaintiff. In addition, the plaintiff must suffer some type of resultant physical harm to the defendant's outrageous conduct. Again, it is unclear which counts are raised against Trude, as Trude is not named in the heading of each count, but in the paragraphs of the count is included with other defendants. I'm so glad your attorney did this because that's what I've been saying. There is no outrageous or extreme conduct alleged by the.
Yeah, they didn't. They listed all kinds of stuff being done, but they didn't say by who.
Plaintiffs, and there was no physical harm to plaintiffs alleged, thereby failing to satisfy the
No, it's
elements of
not a
intentional
Rico.
infliction of emotional distress. Plaintiff's complaint fails to set forth a cause of action for intentional infliction of emotional distress, is therefore legally insufficient, should be dismissed. Pennsylvania federal criminal offense of cyber stalking and cyber harassment. That's going to be interesting. It is unclear as to whether plaintiffs are raising this count against Trude, as all defendants are referred interchangeably.
Mm-hmm.
Complaint refer only to criminal statutes, not allege a civil cause of action. Accordingly, said counts are legally insufficient and should be dismissed. What does demurrer mean?
Demore. Where are you
Let's
at?
find out.
Demore.
Hey, just real quick, I'm gonna Petty came up here. I'm gonna let her
Here we
say what
go.
she needs to say before you
Yeah, I'll
move
go ahead
forward.
and mute. I'll Google meaning.
Hey, Petty, you're up here, girl. What's up?
Demore.
Hi, right. So you do know I am barbecue?
Oh, now I do.
Yeah. You know who I am. You're
I
the
don't know
fucking
you,
bitch
though.
that did this off of Sebastian, aren't you?
No, actually, I didn't. But I'm not here
Yeah,
to
you
listen
did.
to
You
you
put
attack
that
me.
you put that fake GoFundMe up there. You said somebody
Honey,
else paid you. Somebody else paid your attorney fee. You left the 25 grand GoFundMe up.
There's
To,
$565 in there. What are you bitching about?
don't ask me what I'm fucking bitching about. You took this off of Sebastian.
No, I
You
didn't.
did this off of Sebastian. You did this off of Sebastian's fucking name.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go
you
fuck
did.
yourself, lady. I don't even know you. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm
I don't give a
defending.
fuck.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Petty.
Bye.
I appreciate you, coming up. I wanted to give you an opportunity.
This has nothing to do with Granny or Jay.
No, I know. I wanted to give you an opportunity, to speak for yourself and, come out of chat.
I just want to know how much it cost her to hire that attorney.
I don't have the final bill because it's not over yet, honey. So sit down.
It is
Goodbye.
just the beginnings.
Don't tell
I
me
mean,
to sit
really,
down.
in all fairness, though, it does cost every time. I mean, it's based on
No, I
hours.
understand that. What I don't understand, Jay, is why
What I don't
she's
understand is why
conned
you think any of
her
this is any of your
TikTok
business.
viewers, because I'm a member of the public and I had your back.
Okay. Did you donate it? Did you donate
I had
any
your
money?
back, bitch.
Call me a bitch then. I don't care. Words, sticks and stones.
So
will
you
break
can
my
call me
bones.
what you want, but I can't call you nothing.
You can call me whatever you want. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, honey.
Why
Doesn't
did you
bother
leave
me.
that up there?
Because I have a right to. It is
No,
my
you
right.
don't.
Yeah, I do.
You
And it's
put
still
that
up
up
there.
there.
Then go.
You
You know
put
what? Go
that up
talk to my
there.
attorney about it. Go talk to my attorney about it. How about
You
that? Go
put
ahead.
that up there to raise 25 grand that had already been paid. So why?
Barbecue did a GoFundMe for $25,000 for legal fees, and this lawyer, he's no joke. He's no show pony. He's the real deal. Very expensive. The law firm. There's multiple lawyers. There's multiple names on the law firm. Yeah, he's really good. But then she had said that somebody had paid her the $25,000 retainer she needed. But she still has to GoFundMe up. But she's only raised like 500 or something in the GoFundMe. I don't know. That's just what's been said. And that's why Petty thinks that she was doing on Sebastian and shouldn't get them funds because according to Barbecue, her legal, the 25,000 was already given to her. Someone, hey Jeffrey, someone already took care of it. So I don't know. You'll hear it here.
Did you then?
Honey,
Yeah, it is a
that go-
fitting name, Lisa. I have got a fitting name.
I don't think you understand because you weren't on TikTok and you don't understand because you weren't there. But that GoFundMe was not made by me.
I don't care
have
what my
any
bad.
access to the GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe might need an extra $10,000. I don't know. Somebody offered it.
You know,
after
honestly,
the GoFundMe was
I don't
created.
think this.
You
I don't
put that
think
up there, no?
I just.
Who
I don't.
cares?
Listen,
This is
I
so
don't.
counteractive to what we're
It
doing,
really
to be
is
honest.
because we're seeing the money at work right now. If she didn't do shit, I could see this going on right now. But I mean, we see this filing.
Go call
All
my
this-
attorney. Go call my attorney and ask him how
Yeah.
much the retainer fee is to cover a
We
case
can't.
like
We can't do this. We want to hear what the response
I
is and
understand that,
stuff.
Jay, and I apologize to you, and I
All
apologize
right.
to Granny.
I just wanted to give you an opportunity. We're going to go back to the
Yeah,
filing. all
That's
right?
fine. Thank you.
I hope you feel
I'll see you
better,
later.
Betty.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
I just
Sorry.
These cases, these kind of cases could go on and on. A good attorney is expensive. I'm not sure what his retainer is, but he's going to burn whatever it is. It's going to burn through fast. So there's going to need to constantly be money put in. Hey, Dog Betty Hunter.
Sorry, I wanted to give her an
Unproductive.
opportunity
I know.
to
Unproductive.
say her piece. All right.
So anyway, that word means like challenges the sufficiency and adequacy, which is what this is all saying. So Rule 1028 of A4. So
This does not correlate to Sebastian at all, in my opinion, and it shouldn't be. This shouldn't have nothing to do. This is ridiculous.
So it's basically
this should not even need to be going on. It really shouldn't be.
saying complaint raised a criminal offense of conspiracy. So basically, like they don't meet any of this, is what it's saying. It's saying like you don't. Where's your sufficiency to show that this is a criminal offense of conspiracy, criminal offense of civil conspiracy?
Right.
It is unclear as to whether plaintiffs are raising this count against Trude, as all defendants are referred to throughout plaintiff's complaint interchangeably.
Yeah, and it is because they have certain a few actually named, and then they have all these Jane Does and John Does, but not saying specifics.
All these counts, to the extent that counts blank, 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 a plaintiff's complaint state a criminal charge and do not allege civil cause of action. Said counts are legally insufficient, should be dismissed. Now, that is one thing that was pointed out.
Exactly. Those clowns did start this whole thing in motion, so I will give BBQ that. Yeah. She's defending herself. I mean, she's built her business. They've messed with her business. They've messed with her life. She
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle, trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings. For adults,
And the other filing is that this attorney refers to himself in like third person, I believe it said. Am I right about that? Let me look up. Oh, first person. Like, so they write about themselves in first person, which is
It's
just
so weird.
odd. Yeah. Complaint allege a cause of action for civil conspiracy. In order to maintain a cause of action for civil conspiracy, the plaintiffs must allege the existence of all the elements necessary. The elements for a civil cause of action.
There's a fraudulent petty running around
conspiracy
tonight, being mean. Okay.
As follows: 1, a combination of 2 or more persons acting with a common purpose to do an unlawful act or to do unlawful acts by unlawful means or purpose. 2, an overt act done in pursuance of a common purpose. When I read too fast, my brain goes quicker than my mouth. Pursuance of a common purpose. And 3, actual legal damage. Plaintiff has not satisfied the elements of a civil cause of action for conspiracy. Further, the plaintiffs must offer sufficient evidence to prove an underlying tort claim for the conspiracy or the cause of action fails as a matter of law. Now they quote another, civil law. law, plaintiff has failed to do this. Dank, are legally insufficient and should be dismissed. Defendant incorporates legal insufficiency for a pleading. So it's the same thing. They just don't have enough. Interference with prospective business relations. Okay. Interference with prospective business relations, but cites the criminal statute. This is the citation for the Pennsylvania statute on the crime of cyber harassment. Interference with prospective business relations is a common law tort claim and type of tortious interference. In order to maintain a cause of action for interference with prospective business relations, the plaintiff must show the following requisite elements: prospective contractual relationship, the purpose or intent to harm the plaintiff by preventing the relationship from occurring, the absence of justification in part of the defendant, and for actual damage resulting from the defendant's conduct. Plaintiff failed to plead the elements of interference with prospective business relations and merely stated defendants made false accusations that were intended to disrupt her business relationships and that caused some individuals to distance themselves. I think that is in response to Brittany's pleading.
I want to interrupt you real quick, just if I can. Because somebody said, this isn't helping Granny, it only helps barbecue. Granny has representation, and honestly,
it's going to look very similar.
No offense, but this is a gift that my attorney filed this today. This is a gift.
It's very helpful.
If people don't recognize that, then you obviously.
I mean, I'm just glad I was served a lot
I
later.
agree. I mean, that's what I say. Stop.
It's a heads up.
Y'all want to take shit up with barbecue? Go find barbecue on barbecue's channel or.
Yeah, my message box is open on my TikTok. Go ahead.
She is well available online if y'all want to take shit up with her. But right now, and I don't know why you guys would want to like interfere in us reading this, because if you support Granny, this is going to be very similar. They're going through the same thing.
Right.
I literally gave this to you guys. This isn't even available.
No, I'm not muted. Hear me? Wait a minute. Y'all can't hear me at all? No, my thing's not moving. What the hell? Okay, can you guys hear me? We hear you now? You can hear me now? If you can, I won't reboot. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I wish that StreamYard and YouTube would get this shit straight. This is what happened earlier. And I got that message from them saying that they couldn't, and I had to reload it and redo another live. I'm almost done with this one. I need to stop.
Online.
Our attorneys are legit going to file almost verbatim the same shit because it is the same exact claims. I mean, what barbecue, right? Like this, what do you mean it doesn't help me? Yes, it does.
Your attorney, just saying, could literally copy and paste this because there is no plagiarism in court filings. You could literally copy and paste most of this.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hell, I could go.
Oh, we know. Who else copies and pastes in their lawsuits? A bullhorn in her frivolous lawsuit.
Say now, but I wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, it is a gift. I don't know why people are being that way.
It's not public yet, Petty. It's not public yet because it was just filed. But in other words, we didn't have to wait. She was gracious enough to send it, and
This
let
one
us
was
read
public.
it. So we're going to be fucking respectful.
No,
This one was public.
Yeah,
this one
one's
right
public.
here is what I came up with that we said was
Damn.
public. This one is not.
Correct.
Lord.
The first one that Granny was looking at, was starting to read, is public. This one has not been released to the public yet.
All right. So
Everybody's a know-it-all, I swear.
Hey, Infamous.
here it is again. It
coconut
is
head.
again unclear which defendants the plaintiffs are referring to in these counts. Counts by my complaint are legally insufficient, should be dismissed. To the extent that these
Wait a
paragraphs.
minute. Kathy P, I was catching up on the replay, and you know, the little actress that's supposed to be the high-risk searcher, you know what I'm curious is that same reporter that's doing all these stories. My name was on today's document from being on Queen's panel. Did you know? Oh, okay. Kathy P about this, she never ever gets anything. Like, she just goes with whatever somebody tells her and runs with the story. And I think that's a trip. And I think it's like very irresponsible in my opinion. Yeah. Hey, Luca, oh, I didn't see today's document. Hey, Breaktime 5. Okay. Yes, Mr. E's Crime Cast. Oh, the ones they were going over? Okay. What did they say I did? I don't know if it's just me, but I just think it's strange because if I was a reporter, I would want to check with some of the sources to make sure that they're telling me a legit story. Yeah. It's getting crazy. It is. What are they accusing me of doing? Or am I just somebody that was on a panel? I never think Mr. E is biased, but someone did say he covers it well, and I did watch the first Injunction over there. They read it well. Yeah, no, he can stay with Betty and them. Hell yeah, add my comments on this. They outlined Queen B in her panel. You were one of Queen's panels. Oh, I don't remember. I might have been up there. That's okay. Oh, it might have been when I yelled at Brittany. Griffney.
Were intended to refer to interference with prospective business relations. The elements of the cause of action are not met. To the extent that these paragraphs were intended to refer to the crime of cyber harassment, that is not a civil cause of action. For either reason, plaintiff's complaints should be dismissed. That means you, BJ. Bye-bye. Defendant incorporates herein by reference as set forth that the lengths of affirmance contained in paragraphs 1 through 38. So now here we go to Rico. Can we get the chat alive? Can we put some clappy hands for the Rico in the chat? Let's wake up here a little bit, chat.
Rico Suaves.
Mind you, all of these things that were
Yeah, I agree. From this, I was kind of disappointed in that the media, you know, the anchors, they didn't even look into anything. They just took it what they said and ran with it.
were listed in the original injunction are crime codes. Crime is crime, civil is civil.
Right.
Yeah, they also did a lot of federal. They cited a lot of federal, but it's not a federal filing.
But Bullhorn Betty keeps telling everybody. Oh, she yells at me all the time. She is ridiculous. I'm sorry she yells at you. You shouldn't put up with that from nobody. Yeah, they're right here.
But hey, it looks like Bruce Castor's out. The attorney for one filed a motion and other attorneys joined in on the motion. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm getting a lot of letters from a lot of attorneys every day.
Right. I mean, that's a good point Andy makes. If this injunction got dropped because of this response, it helps Granny and whoever else they fucking decide to put on that.
It helps 49 of us.
Yeah.
48 of us. There's 48 of us being accused.
Yeah, but it's dismissed. It's
All right,
dismissed, period.
let's get into the RICO. Violations of RICO Act are not civil causes of action, and therefore all of these counts are legally insufficient and should be dismissed. To the extent that plaintiffs allege a civil cause of action for a violation of the RICO statute in Pennsylvania, although plaintiffs did not cite this, the plaintiffs must prove the following 4 elements. 1, conduct. 2, of an enterprise. 3, through a pattern. And 4, of racketeering activity. And additionally, show that the defendant's conduct caused injury to the plaintiff's business or property. Here they're going to quote another civil case we can look up at a different time. This 5th element includes demonstrating that the injury was proximately caused by the defendant's conduct and that the plaintiff suffered a concrete financial loss. Plaintiffs do not allege facts that satisfy the elements of a civil cause of action for a violation of the RICO Act, and accordingly, the rest of these numbers should be dismissed, are legally insufficient, should be dismissed. Lack of jurisdiction, here we go. Plaintiffs allege a cause of action for harassment under federal law, so they keep going to federal, but again, it's civil. Plaintiffs further allege a cause of action for the Pennsylvania crime of harassment. This court does not have jurisdiction over violations of federal law, and plaintiffs do not claim a federal question in his complaint. This court would not be the proper venue for a violation of federal law, as the same would be filed in appropriate United States District Court. As stated earlier in these preliminary objections, it is not clear which defendant the allegations are raised against in each counts. Further, to the extent that Pennsylvania crime harassment is being alleged, blank should be dismissed as they are legally insufficient.
No, one of the attorneys, one of the big shit attorneys, Castor, is now not on anything. I don't know if that means he's not involved anymore. I don't know if he ever really truly was involved. I don't know. All I know is his name is now off of things.
Legally insufficiency of a pleading or insufficient, that this means they don't label us separately. Defendant incorporates herein by reference as set forth at length the averments. They allege as an action interference with employment relations. This count is pled with such insufficient, I can't say that word, specificity.
I can't see where you're at.
Anybody else got to spit in that word?
Specificity.
I don't know.
Specificity. Specificity. As to be able to determine which cause of action. Listen, I can never be part of RICO. I can't even pronounce it correctly. Leave me alone. Be able to determine which cause of action plaintiff is trying to allege. At the end of the count, plaintiffs reference the cause of an action for interference with contractual relations. This cause of action may only be maintained if there is physical injury or property damage. Plaintiffs have not alleged such a loss. Therefore, plaintiffs may not maintain a claim for interference. Plaintiff's count is further legally insufficient as it fails to allege the first necessary element of his cause of action, namely the existence of the contractual relationship between the complainant and the third party. Plaintiff's legally insufficient should be dismissed. Defendant incorporates herein by reference as set forth at length the averments. Plaintiffs allege the criminal offenses of obstruction of justice and tampering with witness or informants. Man, that's a tough one. That one was like, bam, wow. Plaintiffs have alleged violations of the Pennsylvania crime codes and not a civil cause of action. So again, I mean, it's throughout. Are legally insufficient, should be dismissed.
Yeah, but this one isn't federal. Hey, Kay Kang. Good to see you, Kay. No, they don't. They don't have, county courts do not have jurisdiction over stuff like this. And RICO is federal civil. Yeah, this is Mr. E has his attorney on call during his stream tonight. Yeah, I question all that too. Come on, these people ain't made of money. How do they keep an attorney handy? Come on now.
Herein by reference set forth the averments, the alleged of the criminal offense of endangering the welfare of a child. That one pissed me right on.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. They have alleged violations of the Pennsylvania crime codes again, and not a civil cause of action. We should keep counting how many times that's been done so far. Legally insufficient again.
They'll go over the court stuff, but they're really biased, and they don't. Are they actually telling you guys how frivolous and how much bullcrap these filings from that side are? But they're not stating that, right?
Now we have intimidation of a witness or victim. Plaintiffs have alleged violation of Pennsylvania crime codes and not a civil cause of action. Again. What are we on, number 8 or 9 of that? Containing paragraphs 1 through 69. Plaintiffs allege criminal offense of stalking. Wow. Plaintiffs have alleged violations of Pennsylvania crime codes and not a civil cause of action.
Of course, they're not going to say that Seth and Nick at Night and Tony and Griffney and Bullhorn tragedy. And the TikTokers, of course, they're not going to say this is all bullcrap. No, because that's that's how they built their channel.
Legally
it's pretty repetitive here, but a couple of these are actually interesting.
But the point, it is interesting, but the main point being they keep referencing criminal code and a civil filing. So plaintiffs have alleged violations of Pennsylvania crime code and not a civil cause of action. Now what do we got here? Plaintiff alleges an action of invasion of privacy, public disclosure of private facts, and false light in his count. In order to maintain a cause of action for false light, the plaintiff must show the defendant made statements about the plaintiff to the public that are offensive and false. To satisfy the element of that statement be made in public, it must either be made to the public at large, i.e. over the internet, or to such a great number of people that is substantially certain to become public knowledge. Plaintiffs did not allege that any of the statements were disclosed in this manner. Even if the defendant disclosed the facts alleged to have been disclosed by plaintiffs, the facts were true. Because the facts were true, the plaintiffs failed to meet any of the other elements of this cause of action. So again, they should dismiss these parts.
Yep.
Dissemination of personal information. Plaintiffs have alleged a violation of Pennsylvania crime codes, not a civil.
And this is how you do a real filing. I've already heard it's not federal and it's civil and hasn't been signed by a judge yet. No, and it may never get signed by a judge. This attorney is, man, he's got it covered, and Granny's attorney is going to be filing the same. And if they get this dismissed with prejudice, they can't refile it against anybody in it. The whole thing's gone, which I expect that to happen. I really do not. They are trying to bait people to make them feel threatened so then they can hold up to all this BS that they first initially put in. Yeah, it's not going to work. BJ threatened you last night. So you're on the run, lots of laughs. Oh my gosh. She got all pissed off because she didn't like what her chat was saying because she fell asleep. We played part of it. I will check that out though. I'll make it a point. Do you know where that happened? Was it after she fell asleep? After she woke up and got pissed and rage quit? Yeah, but you know what? They wanted the reaction, but they never thought they were going to get this kind of reaction. They never expected these women to get good attorneys, and BBQ got a good attorney to come back at them. No. They never thought they were going to have to go that far. It was all for attention. It was all a show. Yeah, she did, Bottom. And she got pissed. Hey, Andy. No, I'm almost done. Almost. Anyway.
Cause of action again. Defendant incorporates herein set forth the verments, threats and intimidation. Plaintiffs have alleged a violation of Pennsylvania crime codes, not a civil cause of action. Oh my God.
I recorded the chat so you can see how they are reacting. People in there, because they're little bullies themselves. Yeah. You talking about her chat last night? Did she shut the chat off so nobody could see the chat? Yeah. Like I said, it was no issue. I mean, it really wasn't. She's the one that turned it into something. And you know what? It'll give her a reason to fire up alive on her backup. And woe is me, I'm the victim. I didn't do anything. People are so mean to me. I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah. I want ear and emotional restitution. They started dogpiling. Oh, yeah, that I do know they do over there. Uh-oh. Her panel guest line said she doesn't dox when I know for a fact she does. Ouch. It's good to see you, Kay. It's been a long time. Been getting life together after Helene. How are you? I've been back to us all. I hope I feel bad that I can, I was upset because the kids were upset because they lost their trampoline and I lost the stupid grill and then a smoker, and a window. I didn't lose everything. Like, oh, heartbreaking. And what cracks me up is the state knows that people lost everything. Instead of giving them emergency disaster SNAP benefits, no, you got to wait till the middle to the end of November. I'm like, what? Them people don't have nothing. And they got to wait 6 weeks for you to give them a little bit of food money? Yeah, make that make sense. I get it. It takes time to get the ball rolling, but it don't take that much. Come on. Seriously. Come on. And there was actually people that, FEMA is denying everything. Oh my. Hey Maggie. Hey Firefly. And there's still people not back to work. May never go back to work at that job. A lot of people missed a lot of time for work. Hell, my husband being off that week, that kills you when you go, it hurt, so I can imagine. Oh no. You're right. You shouldn't have to pick sides. That they're being condescending about is what they were doing in that chat to other people. Yeah, that happens all the time. But she says that don't happen. Her chat don't talk. They don't talk about people's kids or families on on her channel. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But okay. I don't know. I know a couple people that we had some friends that lost everything, and yeah, they're. Uh, yeah, thank God they had insurance, but you still got to fight for that for every dime, and it's a whole process. And I don't know. Up here we got just to replace our fridge freezers. Anyone could get it. Waiting for answers from FEMA. Oh, I'm glad they gave you that. They're doing that here, but like I said, it's taking. I mean, why is it taking so long? People needed it back after the storm, But I guess when you need it, you need it. But yeah, I don't know. I think they could have moved faster. My friend's house flooded out, then burned down the following day. Oh my gosh. That's awful. You can't relate to hurricanes. Oh. The kids were really upset about their trampoline. They were mad at the storm. Yeah, they are hard to deal with. They really are. But they were, they just got it for Christmas. And my husband even secured that thing, and that wind got a hold of it. That was it. I couldn't believe it picked up that heavy ass smoker. Flung that around like it was nothing. The grill, too. Mm. Yeah, no. Trust me, my husband missing that week because they were supposed to have covered them, but then they didn't cover them. So, and you can't collect unemployment for a week, or 10 days because it just doesn't work that way, you know. So you'll just shit on luck by no option of, no choice of your own.
I'm sorry. That's like everyone.
I never threatened anybody.
I didn't either. She claims I turned on the camera. I don't know.
But intimidation? Who would you be intimidating?
I feel intimidated by them if I'm being
right.
Like jokes aside, I'm being serious.
Right.
Well, that's exactly what their attempt was. That was their goal, to intimidate people. 100%. We're very lucky. A few things to fix here and there, but our neighborhood is decimated. Oh my gosh. You live next to the river. Oh. Yeah, it's crazy.
Defendant corporates. All right. So Rule 1024A requires every pleading containing an affirmative fact not appearing of record in the action or containing a denial fact shall state that the affirmation or denial is true upon the signer's personal knowledge or information belief shall be verified. The only affirmative fact that the current and sole verifier can attest to are paragraphs 304 through 322 of the complaint. You want me to grab it and tell you what those are?
I think those are Christina's.
Really?
Yeah, she was at the very end.
All right, let me grab it.
Or no,
it's right here.
Was it 383 or 300? I don't know. That might be Hong. Actually, he's the only one that signed the original, but I'm not sure. Actually, I didn't look. It did stand out to me though. Let me know what you find out. If not, I can look it up.
It is very bizarre.
He's
Southern Edge.
everything is lawyer. I mean, his lawyer's done a fantastic job on this. He has covered everything, and he's totally spot on. They have not verified their complaint in any way according to the entire complaint, and it doesn't conform to law. And you don't know who did what.
I agree.
Okay, sorry. So 304. Mine only goes up to 61.
All right, let me look at mine.
Wait, I see it numbered now. Okay, I got it. 304. Here we are. 304 to 22 is the harassment. That's Hong.
It's because he's the only one that actually signed the original.
That's right. He's the only one that has a signature on it. Okay. So Hong's. In this case, there are various counts on individual plaintiffs that require the verification of all plaintiffs, all of whom have different cause of action. Plaintiffs have not properly nor completely verified their complaint because they never signed it.
Mm-mm.
Accordingly, the entire complaint does not conform to law, should be dismissed. Wow. Defendant corpus herein by reference. Defendant is a resident of Blair. Defendant's alleged action occurred almost entirely in either Blair County, Pennsylvania, or the state of Tennessee. Defendant has no connection to Delaware County. I didn't even consider that, BBQ.
Yeah, I don't even know where Delaware County is.
Yeah, we're like a small little droplet over here.
Like I couldn't tell you what towns are in it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. This court is both the improper venue and lacks subject matter jurisdiction over the defendant. Accordingly, the plaintiff's complaint should be dismissed. So I think that's why they threw me in, if I'm being just quite honest, but because they do, Defendant corpus herein by reference, complaint identifies 52 separate defendants.
So this is,
oh my God.
This is the very telling part because the numbers don't match.
Yeah. And remember when I said they have to, it's an actual word, but it's basically break down what you're accusing me of and what you're accusing other plaintiffs of. Plaintiff's complaint contains 57 causes of action. At no point in plaintiff's complaint do plaintiffs specify which cause of actions apply to which defendants. Accordingly, plaintiff's complaints have been insufficiently pled and should be dismissed. Defendant incorporates herein by reference the vermis of paragraphs 1 through 99. Plaintiffs seek a preliminary injunction against defendants. Plaintiff's complaint seeks monetary damages. Accordingly, plaintiff's complaint should be amended to remove this full, complete, and adequate non-statutory remedy at law. What does that mean? Hold on.
They are asking for money?
Well,
I thought they weren't.
It's funny you say that, Jay, because on the front, they mark
It's
off the
two
box
different
that says,
things.
yeah.
Oh, they talk
mark
about
off
both
they're
sides?
not asking for money, but then later on, they do mention they want money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and let's not forget too that Nick said it can all be dropped if you pay whatever. What was it? 500 bucks?
500.
Oh, I didn't get that. I was supposed to publicly apologize for
Oh,
threats that I never made.
It was never directly given to me. He said it in a chat that we can drop it for $500.
Oh my Lord.
Wow.
Maybe he wants that to pay Betty her $400 she claims he never paid her for a picture.
All right. All cause of action stem from statements of defendant. Article 1, Section 7 of Pennsylvania Constitution, First Amendment, pursuing any of the causes of action against defendant would violate defendant's right to free speech. Accordingly, the plaintiffs lack the capacity to sue the defendant and the complaint should be dismissed. Defendant incorporates herein by reference set forth 1 through 106. The entire complaint is devoid of legal basis for a cause of action under Pennsylvania law, violates every pleading rule of civil procedure, contains large sections of claims by non-parties to the complaint, and alleges causes of action against the jurisdiction of this honorable court. In short, this complaint is entirely defective and should be dismissed with prejudice. There you go.
I love that he used that word defective. That's Betty's word. Remember, she describes
Sebastian. I thought that exactly when I read that, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm sure somebody will try to say
it's
something.
kind of bittersweet that he said that. I mean, yeah,
this is the correct way.
Her
you
own
use
word,
it.
right? Correct.
In short, this complaint is entirely defective. It should be dismissed with prejudice.
It should, just like Betty's
So,
frivolous
Stephanie,
lawsuit.
BBQ respectfully requests that this honorable court sustain these preliminary objections and dismiss plaintiff's complaint as the allegations contained therein are legally insufficient and grant all such other and further relief as may be deemed just and necessary.
So the last line was very telling because
we don't need any of that. Sorry.
There's things. It literally says, grant all such further relief as may be deemed necessary. Just and
What,
necessary.
Bonham? She said I was using my kids' costumes to grift. Why would I grift for my kids' costumes when I had them? Nah. She's the queen of grifting. She's got no room to talk about nobody. I'm going to tell you what, that bitch could have never handled half the shit I've just been handling for the last couple months. She'd have been on here begging for that car repair money. She'd have been on here begging because her husband, didn't get a paycheck because of the storm and couldn't work. Oh, wait, no, she wouldn't. No, he don't work. But anyway, yeah, she'd have been on here begging for a new grill. Or I need hundreds of dollars to replace the window, or no, I need security cameras. Don't send me no cameras, just send me money. Yeah, girl.
There's things.
Like an injunction against them for their constant harassment, poking,
Yeah.
intimidation, and threats.
Whoever loses this lawsuit will owe money. It's shady and dirty, and the attorney who drew it, in my opinion, should face the bar. I'm referring to the original filing complaint. Yeah?
I mean, I feel like I'm being extorted.
Reverse Uno, as you say it.
I've been saying it. And then over here, it's just basically denying all of it, right? So such a preliminary injunction would violate defendant's free speech rights. There is no whatever harm to the plaintiffs.
Irreparable.
The relief requested is impermissible and not related to any legitimate causes of action. The plaintiffs have filed an unverified complaint. You need your signatures. The plaintiffs,
Lacey is over in Mr. Crimecast Live saying, Granny is on another channel reading this and laughing about it. That is not true.
I'm not laughing. I
Nice
laughed
try,
at
Lacey.
mispronouncing. Lacey is obsessed with me
Who's
for
Lacey?
years. She's
Good
so
grief.
bizarre. She has like the biggest weird hate.
And you know
boners.
what? So damn what if Granny is laughing? She's one of the ones going through this frivolous crap. If she wants to have a laugh about it, she's more than entitled to. But she's not. So you got it wrong.
Weird.
Gotta love when they hop back and forth to go report back. So
yeah,
weird.
but they're reading something
Yeah, it
from
can
like
be.
5 days ago, though. We're reading something from today. So where should
Where you
Even
at, Mr.
Even
E?
if I was laughing, the fact that they put throughout this entire thing, they put criminal and not civil is kind of laughable. These are people that have been out here, boasting to everybody that they got these big high-end attorneys. And yet here comes an attorney and smashes it all down. Ridiculous.
Are they reading the same thing?
No.
No.
No, they're reading the part where SF and Queen Bee got added.
Oh.
It's like a 33-page filing.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of, they hurt my feelings with tweets. That's what it is. You better watch out, white boy. You're next.
I'm laughing because Lacey's hopping back and forth in chat, tattletaling over there. That's weird.
Everybody say hi
Someone
to
just said,
Lacey.
does anybody remember what Barbecue's comment was when she popped in here? I do.
Yeah, was it hey
Oh my
bitches?
gosh, they said that, Erie? Was that last night? Her chat is disgusting. They were talking about free spring water in Blackville, South Carolina. A sub said Justin could have got a free monkey. Then another sub said wrong kind of monkeys. Oh my. Wow. No, she can't walk a day in anyone else's shoes. Oh, couldn't handle how things used to be 2 years ago. She should have been glad. Some creators that used to go deep stopped. Maybe there's a reason why he's doing things pro bono. I don't know. That's crazy, Ari. Hey, Viv. She blew a gasket because you said you have a response from 4 years ago saved. Oh, wow. That's just gross.
No, I said, I can't wait till you guys read this. I've already read and signed it.
Right.
I mean,
I
it's
didn't see
literally
that.
in your title. My name is in your title.
Yeah, I changed it.
Look, I found
It
this
is
very
now.
interesting. So the
Erie Lance said that was in Brittany J's chat. And it had to be recently because Spanky just got the monkey. So the next morning, she's been holding on to a tree for 5 hours. Oh my gosh. Definitely bureaucratic screw-ups, but you can't believe all you hear on ground zero. I hear you. It was the day he got the monkey. Oh my. And her mods didn't remove that.
Plaintiffs seek monetary damages. Then this. The matters complained of include infirmities of counsel, including counsel writing in first person. That's a Betty move.
Isn't it though?
It is. It really is.
That is
The
a
action
Betty
is in
move.
violation of Pennsylvania's recently passed anti-SLAPP statute and is obdurate. What did we say that meant again?
Obdurate.
Obdurate.
I'm as bad as you, Granny.
It's because you stubbornly refusing to change one's opinions or course of action. The plaintiffs are unlikely to succeed on the merits of the lawsuit. The action is civil in nature and is intentionally cast as violations of criminal law. That's big. The court lacks subject matter jurisdiction. The court lacks personal jurisdiction regarding the events set forth in the complaint. That would be Tennessee. The forum is inconvenient and a number of instances inappropriate. The petition should be denied for the reasons set forth in defendant's preliminary objections, which are incorporated herein. Greater harm will result to defendants as a result of the grant of such petition. And then it just goes on to pretty much repeat the same thing.
I'm sorry that I'm actually like double dipping in lives right now, but I'm watching the comments on another live and it says, does he realize, he meaning referring to Steve Fisher, realize he's going after a former attorney general of
Oh, thank you,
Pennsylvania?
Mystic,
First
for
of all,
coming in.
Bruce Castor is no longer
Thank you for coming in. It was good having you.
listed on this, and he was the like temporary or whatever for 14 days. So, you know, I feel like people want to name drop a lot and they don't have all the facts.
Well,
You're
don't
right,
blame
Autumn.
them. They were given this pipe dream of this hype team of elite ninjas that were
Autumn, what's your channel?
coming in to save the day. And they were told that these attorneys were all these grandstanding things, which unfortunately is just not necessarily true. So they're misguided. Silly things, don't know how to do research on their own. What a shame.
Yes,
True crime community, my ass.
They didn't vet their information. I
Yeah,
guess,
what's your channel?
But anyway, I'm gonna hop down.
Thanks for sharing, barbecue.
And I hope
Yeah,
you guys,
thank you.
I'm still blocked in the chat, by the way.
No, you're not. I saw you. I saw your name.
Oh, that's weird.
No, I saw you.
Yeah, I saw you in chat too.
Oh,
I
it's
responded to
okay,
you, remember?
Gary.
Okay.
You don't owe no apology. Thank you. Thank you for thank you for that though.
Maybe there was just a lot of text and it went
Cherry
really
picked
fast.
captured overboard.
Yeah,
You
you're
can
not
watch the
blocked.
whole clip. I sure will, Autumn.
All right, you guys have a good day. There's more to come.
All
Yes,
right,
you as
too.
well. Thank you.
Thanks, barbecue.
Tracy with the good hair, maybe IP addresses might be taken for all the slander they've incited with this filing. Who knows?
Tracy with the good hair. Is that somebody's name?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's hilarious. So
So what
Bruce
do you think of all
Castor
of
was
this?
added. Well, this is my question. So Bruce Castor was added when Dog joined. Is that how that happened?
No, I don't. They put them on immediately. When they filed this, it said that it was being done by Joseph Lasniak and
Oh,
Bruce
okay.
Castor.
Right. It was okay. He was
Now,
on there from original
recently,
with Dog. But that was Dog's lawyer.
That's Dog's lawyer. Yes,
Okay.
he went on
I guess
TV
that's what
with
I was
Dog.
asking. So Dog's lawyer.
I got it. I found it, and I just subbed up. I'm gonna go over. You have some good clips on. We might just use some of those. Review some of those. You have some good clips on there.
Has been dropped.
So yeah,
That's
so
what
when
that
they
means.
well, I know what it means. I mean, I personally have a feeling he was never aware of it. If I'm being honest, just a little, reasons to believe because, well, Delaware County attorneys know Delaware County attorneys, and I think this whole motion to leave, to amend, and all that, in my opinion, was done with different reasoning.
It's just so wild to think that this lawyer, like, his name would be on something and he wouldn't be aware of it.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's
My
strange.
boy lockdown, a RICO lawsuit.
So what they're saying, he wasn't even aware his name was on the. If that's even a little bit true. Oh. I'm looking forward to watching them. Yeah, she is nasty. But if that's true, man, that could open up a whole nother can of worms.
WTF, can you imagine a roundtable conversation? Well, if there was ever to be a true crime RICO lawsuit, is anybody shocked that Betty would be behind it?
No.
Listen to her, like, in my opinion.
Is anyone
delusional.
shocked that maybe she said, "Oh, I was a paralegal and I can draft this up"?
And that's why there's a lot of, I don't know, writing in first person.
Hey, everybody coming in, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. If you're not subbed up, sub on up. We also have channel memberships. You can be a misfit like the rest of us.
And like that?
Yes, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of that.
Lawyers actually signed shit. Well, here's the thing. Bruce Castor's signature was never on it.
No, it wasn't.
He never even signed it. He was
So
just
it was
listed.
filed unsigned.
It was signed by Joseph
Mm.
and Hong.
That's
But
true.
they're the only ones that actually signed anything.
Hey, Shay. That could
So
be
they
happening.
they wrote out their statements but didn't put their signatures on them. I thought
Yeah,
they were
pretty much.
electronically signed.
Because
weren't they initialed? Like, you know how when you
They
get
were
a thing to
electronically signed.
e-sign it?
She's
They were
former
electronically signed.
deputy.
But Bruce Castor, I don't believe, did sign anything. Hey, spy for the FBI. Be a misfit like the rest of us. Yep, we're the full-side misfit. Okay, I'm going to see what they're going to do here.
Prosecutor and a current criminal defense
Oh,
attorney.
they're
She's
reviewing
been with
Brittany
us
falling
every
asleep
day
again.
of this particular trial.
Only this
So I
time I
mentioned the
think
four
Randy
counts
comes
that
up.
Richard Allen has been found guilty of: felony murder and murder. So total of 4 counts. Tell our viewers again.
Well, there are knowing and intentional murder count per young lady. The difference between the two is there's knowing and intentional charges is that not having to prove that it was knowing. State's theory.
It's just Brittany J falling asleep with her microphone in her mouth. Southern-ish. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Granny. Those videos where he calls you out, acts like he's watching your felt that it's intimidation. It is all intimidation. That's for damn sure.
It is
It
intimidation.
seems to me all Southern.
During the course of committing, even if the jury believed that Richard Allen was
These dogs. Watch.
only responsible
see
for
where this
kidnapping the
goes.
girls, and the jury believed that that kidnapping resulted in their death, then that's enough to find him guilty of felony murder. So they agreed with each of those theories. They
items from where they've been sequestered at a hotel and moving back home to Allen County after having nearly a month-long service for this trial.
Yeah, and Emily, you know from being in there almost every day as well, that usually while we're waiting for things
That's
to,
when she
to
woke
kind of
up.
Right
go
there, right there. She gives away that it's not her son. She
Yep.
freaking coughs in her sleep. How
Mhm.
dare you blame your son? That is really a shit low move. Who blames her son for sounding like this?
there's a lot
Well, maybe she should have just said family member. But okay.
that usually while we're waiting for things
See?
to
It's her ass.
every day as well, that usually while we're waiting for things to kind of
Now
get
you
going,
notice
there's a lot of
as soon as she coughs and wakes up, the snoring stops.
talking and chit chat in the courtroom today. There was not a single word that was uttered. The families, the attorneys, the reporters, the 30 minutes leading up to, during, and after.
Jake
This
cracks
was
me up with
last
this.
night. Last night.
The 30 minutes leading up to, during, and after.
She gets pissed.
30 minutes leading up to,
She
during.
rage quits. She said,
You guys
she has
kill me.
no
You
idea.
kill me.
And after, it was not until the judge left, but there you could hear a pin drop in that courtroom.
I felt like you could hear a pin drop the day of those closing arguments. And those closing arguments ended
gonna
in the
pop up.
state
Watch.
had that
Yeah, you
rebuttal,
probably could hear a
talking
pin drop.
about,
No, I'm not.
think of this, Libby had
I'm
told
not
her
asleep.
grandmother that one day she wanted
You
to grow
were.
up and help police.
Hold on. I see y'all in chat. My kids, no, I'm not asleep. Christian, you hear Neil snoring in the back, guys. Sorry.
You stumbled on your words there, by the way.
I'm awake. I'm not asleep. It's Neil.
No, it's not your son because the snoring stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Neil, and I'm not asleep. It's Neil. Sorry. No, I'm watching this with you guys.
When you first started to blame a family member, you couldn't even get the name straight. So
I'm sorry.
Solve crimes, and she did that this time, and she brought her
My
friend
son's
Abby to
right
help
here
her.
behind me.
And I remember that afternoon. It was
then how come we don't hear it? As soon as you woke, you coughed and came back, it stopped. Why are we not still hearing him? He's still behind you sleeping. Your family member.
very, very
Hold
silent.
on a
Usually
second.
people would leave the courtroom kind of
Hold on.
talking, and no one.
Yeah, Neil, I'm wide awake. It's Neil. He's got a cold. He's sick, and which he already snores anyway. But hold on, I do want to
She
show
made
y'all
a
this.
post saying she got up to check on him and her mic switched to some other mode and made an excuse, still blaming others as usual. So now it's her mic again. Jeez.
This video too. I was going through
Hey,
this
Jilly.
one
Now I came back.
right here. Let's see what what's her name? Banfield has to say. I'm looking.
Does she fall asleep again? Or does she stay awake? Oh, looks like she stays awake. Then she goes to bed. I told her to go to bed and she did. Dude, when you
she
get to
got
this point,
pissed.
you need to just call
She
it
rage
quits.
quit.
This went on for, let's see, 3:03. She's 3 hours into her live. This is when her mouse starts highlighting shit. Look. Watch your mouse.
Felony murder and murder. So total of
Here
4
comes
counts.
one.
Tell our viewers again why he was charged for felony murder and murder in the deaths of 2 girls here.
Well, there's a felony murder count per young lady,
Watch
as
the
well as a
mouse.
knowing and intentional murder count per young lady. So that's why there's 4.
Watch
distinct
her
crimes
little
versus the
arrow.
others. And so the difference between the two is there's knowing and intentional murder. And knowing and intentional murder is just that. Their theory under those charges is that Richard Allen knowingly and intentionally killed
Magic
these girls without any
microphone that
not
switched
having to
from
find any particular
desktop to
reason. And he
headset
has come to
mic
state where they have to prove all this. They just have to
automatically.
prove that it was knowing and intentional.
She towards the end
okay,
said she
Jilly.
nudges
Don't
her
worry
son
about
to
it.
get him snoring again. Does he
Oh my
snore?
gosh.
She's a liar. Liar.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
So did she get to see it? Justice Jane, are you good? Are you good? Like you have been. Listen, I know that we don't have the same opinion on this case, but you kind of been like, are we good?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why you're being so snarky towards me. What in the world is going on?
There's no snoring, nothing in the background now.
I can seriously, guys.
Oh, Southern, that was so funny. Thank you for sharing.
I'll watch it, Bob. I think I'm you know what, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end it out. I'm gonna start listening to my instincts when I feel like the night's off. I need to listen to that instinct of mine, and I need to.
Dude, the night's off because you fell asleep on your fucking audience. You're supposed to be updating on Delphi. The Merlin system failed today. No, replace that with Brittany covering, and then you blame it on your son, and then you gaslight your audience by saying, you know what? I'm gonna end this. I'm just gonna do members only from now on. Just a shame. I don't know why you're going off on me. I know I just snored like a fucking bull in your ear. Probably broke your damn earbuds.
I just not go live on the nights that I feel like because it's been really fucking weird tonight. Like, are we not going to be able to talk about true crime anymore? Because I mean,
please don't. You're horrible at it. For like the biggest case that we've all, and you fell asleep. A brutal murder. That's fucked up.
I'm not going to sit there and fight with people every stream over a case.
Then stop talking about it. Go to a different genre. What? She could just flip genres like
Why
that.
do you gotta fight with someone that has a different opinion than you? Talk about it. You don't have to fight. It's okay that they have a different opinion than you.
Oh, what a victim's advocate. What an advocate for the missing. I'll just switch genres. I'll just go make money in another genre.
Yeah, she did say that.
Wow. Feel your empathy.
Brittany did say that.
She says she does true difference. I'm just
Okay. I think that's about it. We all heard.
ASMR.
And then she rage quit. We've heard her snoring. But yeah. Yeah, I seen that live and I'm like, hey, let's go over this. Just, that was a whole different thing for me there. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a fight. Yeah, she did. She rage quit. She just ended it. You weren't even on Snapchat, I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't want to. Why would you want to be in a group where everyone thinks exactly the same? That would be boring. Other opinions and other people's take. Everybody will take in stuff differently. And those different takes on everything, yeah. I can't believe she passed out yet again and is yet again lying about it. Yeah, apparently she even made a post. About her mic. Oh, she's done that before, Barnum. This isn't a new thing. Hey, Mystery, good to see you. This isn't a new thing. She's done it before. A few times. Hey guys, last night I walked away from my computer and was checking on my family member who has a bad cold. He struggles to breathe through his nose as it is, but with the cold, it's much worse. When I walked away from my mic, the sound switches from my mic to the built-in mic from my headphones. What you heard was my family member snoring. If I knew this would cause such an uproar, I would have muted my mic. Lesson learned, that's for sure. For those who truly care and are concerned, I appreciate you. That's my family member whom everyone is making fun of. Oh my God. She is going to now say that people are picking on her family member and making fun of her family member so she can play victim again. Are you kidding me? She fell asleep. Bullshit talking mushrooms. Oh my Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Unbelievable. It's not unbelievable, honestly. It's predictable. Very predictable. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. And this is why it gets made into something. Yeah, exactly. Why lie about it? I don't understand that at all. I'll use her words because she never understands anything. Hey, Sheila says, wait a minute. What did Sheila say? She has you blocked. Oh, Lord. I've been blocked. I was there. She was asleep. I'm not stupid. Exactly. She was asleep. Face plant so she can be a damn victim. Face palm. I mean. But her mouse was going all over the place. DJ does not know when to shut up. Yeah. She just made herself look like an idiot. You know? And now she's going to use it as the play victim and the grip. And they're making fun of my family member because he's sick and he couldn't breathe and he was snoring in his sleep. I can hear the live now. She's going to need, that's going to take money to make her feel better. I would just admit, oops, exactly. It's for money, yeah. Hey, if I let you hear one of my kids snoring, think I could grip off that? One of my family members? Because they all freaking snore, including the dog and the cat. And boy, when they all get in sync together, yeah, yeah, it's hey Shay. Now her subs are calling everyone else liars, but they know, yeah, they knew in her chat. That's why her chat's hid. That and I understand that they Justin Spanky got his monkey. There were some inappropriate comments in her chat. Mm. Yeah. I thought it was Nana breathing the other night, but nah, I know it was neighbor snoring across the street. My little chihuahua is snoring right now. Oh, her subs exhaust you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want a hectic chat like that. I don't want a chat that talks about people's family members, people's children. Mm-mm. You can have fun and get your point across. You don't have to be harsh like that, you know. You don't. She talks about other people's chats. She has one of the vilest chats, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. You told him no clue. Yeah, her trying to spin it makes your head spin. Yeah, it's like, hey, yeah, she could have went several ways with that. She could have used it to her advantage, you know, or she could have just said, "Hey, guys, I'm sorry, I dozed off. I'm tired. Let's pick this up tomorrow," and say goodnight. Or you could have said, "Hey, I dozed off watching these videos, but I'm okay," and went on with it. But no, instead you turn it into this whole big lie. And now you're going to turn it into playing victim, which you already did with your post. People are making fun of your family member. No, you, not your family member. Yeah, she's made a lot of. She dog whistles too. She just does it with a little southern twang in her voice. Yeah, exactly, Autumn. She did. And now her subs are going to lie for her. They know they were there. A lot of them commented in that chat. Her subs are hostage to selling her BS or being reprimanded. Well, they don't have to stay and put up with it. But I do see how she talks to people in chat. I've seen that. And I've had multiple people come in and say they've been one of the ones she's done it to. Seatbelt bruises. What happened, Mystery? Why are you getting seatbelt bruises? Was you in an accident or something? That's crazy. It is. And now it's, like I said, there will be a live fired up on one of her channels. Her playing victim. They're doing it again. They're making fun of one of my family members. Come on, girl. No one's making fun of nobody but you. And it's because of how you did this. Otherwise, it'd have just been a laugh and move on. I hear you, Jilly. I hear you. They stated supported her through that, and she punished them because one person had a differing opinion and ended her live when really she was embarrassed. Yeah. Yeah. I see. I played that. She sure did. She was pissed at her chat. You posted a pic on your community wall? Okay, I'll look at it. I'll respond to it, Mister. Yeah, if you're gonna use ice packs, I wouldn't do more than 20 minutes at a time. But do stay away from heat. because that'll bring out the bruising marks. She reminds me like a little spoiled brat. She does tantrums. EMS showed up and checked me over, just feel bruised. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mystery. I'm glad you're okay. You just rest, and the bruises may take a minute to go away, but the soreness should fade and get less every day. PJ does act like, yeah, she does. She does. Oh, well. Like I said, I expect to see the live. She'll wait, and she'll do it when she can play victim. Bruising can be more painful than a break. Absolutely. Absolutely. There you go, Mystery. Yeah. It'll get worse before it gets better, definitely. I had just got discharged from the hospital. We had just left the pharmacy from picking up my medications. We were 3 minutes from home, maybe 4. Some dude backed out of his driveway, backed right into us. Guess who? My knee went into the metal dashboard, broke fingers. Yeah, guess who ended up right back in the hospital? I wasn't even out for 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, they do. They can relax. They can be very relaxing for the muscles. Yeah, she was something. I seen her thumbnail. Something about the mom was given immunity. I don't even understand that, and I'm using one of Brittany's because law enforcement didn't need her testimony. They have evidence. She should not walk. If that's true, she should not walk. Sorry, but in my opinion, I think she was aware of things. And that's just my opinion. And I've always thought that. Nancy Grace misinformed everyone, titling her live, "She has immunity." Jen Soto got immunity for one interview. So she wasn't given immunity and Betty's running with it? Oh my Lord. No, she did not. She did not, Catherine. And I believe she was aware of things. But again, that's just my personal opinion. No, she doesn't, Joy. Yep. No, she doesn't. Not blanket. And I've seen so many running with it. It's crazy. Wow. But there's a reason they haven't charged her, and they should have. That's a miscarriage of justice. That's for that little girl, if you ask me. And, it's a local case. She had her phone facing the TV watching. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's a Betty move. Yeah, she definitely knew things. And like I said, that's just my opinion. I've stated that from the beginning. I thought the mom was aware of a lot. I was kind of surprised that she had not been arrested and charged with something. Yeah, you could have some muscle strain. Mm-hmm. She's in a psychiatric facility. And, they've reported that she didn't even hold on to her daughter's ashes, that her daughter's father got the ashes. I don't know. That's just been what's reported. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. Yeah, he was devastated, yeah. And allegedly he got her remains. I don't know. I just don't want to see, how can I put this? If she really has the psychiatric issues, I don't want it to be used so she's not charged with anything, if you know what I mean. If it's only being used as a shield. You get where I'm coming from? I'm not saying that she don't have them. I don't know. I'm not her doctor. But I also don't want it being used to protect her as a shield if it's not true. Oh, yeah, because she knows she can't. She knows if she carries on here, like she does in other places, silver bracelets are waiting. Yeah. Yeah, she did interviews and everything. That's what I mean. I don't know. I don't know the situation there. But how often do you hear of people in cases like this where they're claiming, mental health issues when the mental health issues mm, weren't the reason. You know what I mean? They try to use it as a shield. They try to use it to not have to face consequences for their actions. Yeah, happened whether it's on purpose or that's just what trauma she's been through, but who knows? Yeah. Whether she inward mentally break for real or would just act like she was mentally broke, like incompetent if they were to indict her. I think that's it. That would be the first thing that would happen, whether it's on purpose or that's just a trauma. Yeah. I saw people saying it everywhere, then heard the actual circumstance. Then last night saw Nancy's video on my homepage, and I was like, oh, that's where people are getting it. Yeah, that's nuts. I don't know. I just, I don't get why she was never charged. I really don't. I mean, I'm not one for, going after I don't go after families and stuff. And I'm not going after her. I'm not going to go stalk this woman or harass or do anything. It's up to law enforcement. But I just think this mother knew things. I'll leave it at that. But it is after 1:00. And thank you guys. This was cool. It's been a long time since I did 2 streams in a day. It's wild. But I do like the nighttime stream. I might do another nighttime stream and knock off the earlier stream. I really like this. Was relaxing. But I just wanted to show you guys that. But tomorrow we are going to start. We're going to look at some Crime Time Buzz. I want to see what she's all about. We'll give her some looky looks. See what's going on there. But thanks everybody for joining me, mods. If any of you are left, thank you. I might need some new mods for the late night shows because my mods are the early mods. So yeah, I'm gonna have to throw me some wrenches out here. Very few people get by using mental incompetency. Check the stats. Just because people know things doesn't mean they were capable of stopping it. But she could have kind of evil, and she may not be. That's true. That's true. Okay. She that's also true. Like there's stuff, there's still questions I have about the mom's involvement. I don't know if law enforcement is ever going to. There's probably not going to be no more put out until they start the trial process. I just, unless they do end up coming out and charging her, I at this point I don't think they're going to, or they would have already. I don't know. I guess it's all just a wait and see. Yeah, I had to end it and then do another one because StreamYards and YouTube wasn't working together, and I got a message on my live and we couldn't. It was a whole shit show. It was a whole mess. Kind of derailed everything, just messed me all up. But anyway, that's the main reason I came back tonight. But I've been stalking for comments and listening in a hammock behind the bar. Hey, Shorty. Yeah, I heard him say something about that. Little C. Yeah, that also makes no sense to me. Why? And where's he getting it from? Hey, C Bonbon. Where is he getting all this cash? It's crazy. It's all just crazy. Sadly, I think a lot of moms know about this type of thing and don't do anything. They just don't all get murmured. Yeah. That's fine, Shorty. I appreciate you even being around, and I appreciate you lurking. It's nice to know that there's a mod out there keeping track. I will check it, little C. And Messenger? Yeah, if you need to get checked, mystery, please do that. Hey, Halloween baby. And thank you for being here. But yeah, I got to get up with the kids, school, and yeah. Again, thank you everybody for hanging with me so long tonight. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're not subbed up, sub on up. Also, you can become good to see you too, Kay. It's really good to see you. You can sub up and be a poolside misfit like the rest of us. But there's so much crapola going down all over. I need to take notes. I'm telling you, I want one of them little pocket recorders so I can just record stuff. Thank you, Viv. I appreciate that. All right, guys, you be good on these YouTube streets. Be safe out there. Don't let them clone you. And just stay true to you. Have some fun. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.